From Boston, Mass. This evening, we're at historic Fenway Park. We've got an AL East contest tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Both Sox are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time? Standing in, Ji-Man Choi. He'll start us off in the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. Brandon Workman is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Brandon Workman.
Matt Duffy will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Duffy.
First offering on its way. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Guillermo Heredia. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Into the box, Willie Adames. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the pitch. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Chaz Rowe is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, J.D. Martinez.
For the Red Sox, no fielder, J.D. Martinez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's low.
Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike. One and 2 as he chases the slider. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Number 3, Sandy León.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Sandy Leon goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Brock Holt would be next. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Sogard has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nate Eovaldi comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
17. Nathan Eovaldi.
Digging in to try it again. Mike Zunino. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. And it's quickly 0-2. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he misses there. 1-2. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Moreland over to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Winning streak record. We'll see right after this. So digging in now, Tommy Pham. He'll get us started in this
Leading
one
off
under the
for
lights.
Tampa Bay, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it. One away. Up next for the Rays, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
d'Arnaud.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. As a look, now the pitch. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is in time from Leon, who delivered a strike to the bag. Hops this one up. Devers in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
That misses. 1-2.
Trying to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Red Sox, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
First offering on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Kittredge isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Sandy Leon waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Next up for the Red Sox, Sandy Leon. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he popped him up. Duffy in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Martinez on second. Leon on at first with nobody out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Garcia has a read on it. He's got it one away. The relay throw, and he is in there. Striding in for Boston, Brock Holt, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air, and they can't run it down. Runners are at first and third, one away. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not on time as the run scores. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And a ball diving into the dirt. A swing and a miss. Oh. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Bounce to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. A toss behind the back. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Rafael Garcia. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the 2nd. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit.
Ji-Man Choi.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it bangs off the monster. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Digging in, Mookie Betts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Stepping up to the plate, Rafael Devers. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. From the stretch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now the Red Sox DH, Christian Vasquez. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. There's Sogard for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Guillermo Heredia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. High in the air into shallow left center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's there and records the first out. Digging in now, Willie Adames, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Mike Zunino. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that misses ball 1. Fastball well outside. Here he comes on 2-0. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. Throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. 1 gone here in the Boston third. And up next, it'll be the catcher, Sandy Leon. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Ready for another chance. Mitch Moreland so far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Mitch Moreland.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball knocked outside.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Reddy is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man Brock Holt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hops this one up, and that's in there. Base hit. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Takes this the other way to right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 to him now. 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting. Catcher.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud. Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Pham on at first, nobody out.
Ball 3.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
3 balls.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Second baseman, Eric Silva.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Holt for 1 on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Avisail Garcia. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken high above the zone.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
D-man Troy.
He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts has it. One there on to Moreland, and they roll 2 to end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
High in the air out to center field. Heredia is right there, one down. So striding forward now, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Rafael Devers, the next to bat, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage. Home run.
The designated hitter.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Martinez. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage. Thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Nope.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. Martinez at second with 2 down. Down and away, ball 1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back in order
the
here.
first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score. Diego Castillo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Brock Holt will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. High and deep to right center. Heredia facing back to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Sogard is there. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Heredia.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Now batting, Willy Adames. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Willy Adames.
From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it's gone into the monster seats. Here now is Mike Zunino. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. 3 runs already home here. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
A bouncer to the left side. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis Garneau. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to 3rd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The center fielder, Jackie.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Junior.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Heredia going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So stepping in, Mookie Betts. A fly out and a single for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. Settling in now, Rafael Devers. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he takes a called strike 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 home is in there for the 2nd strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach? Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Next will be the designated hitter, Christian Vasquez. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So coming to the plate, Eric Sogard. He'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th.
Eric Sogard.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Rafael Garcia. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 1 out. So striding in, Matt Duffy.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and there are 2 down. That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Guillermo Heredia.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. And he misses again. Ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now. Digging in and looking for more, Willie Adames. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AD when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball on that inner half of the plate or even inside off the plate. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm keeping the ball away from this guy.
Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Right side. He's got it. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Number 38 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Tampa Bay, number 38.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A shot down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Digging in, Sandy Leon.
Catcher, Sandy Leon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Boy, right down the middle for strike two.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch. And now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Martinez stands at second with no outs. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland.
First baseman, Mitch Moreland.
He's set and the pitch. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit on the ground to short. Adames picks it up, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Here's Brock Holt now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Duffy is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. 2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mike Zunino. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Oh, but the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. Heath Hembree comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Travis d'Arnaud becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Garcia. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay. You want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well,
3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Full count, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Stepping up now, Rafael Devers. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Striding into the box, Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Popped him up.
And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box.
Standing in, Ji-Man Choi. He'll start us off in the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. Brandon Workman is on his way into the ball game now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Brandon Workman.
Matt Duffy will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Duffy.
First offering on its way. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the ball game for Tampa Bay. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Guillermo Heredia. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Into the box, Willie Adames. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the pitch. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Chaz Rowe is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, J.D. Martinez.
For the Red Sox, no left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's low.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike. One and 2 as he chases the slider. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Number 3, Sandy Leon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Sandy Leon goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Brock Holt would be next. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Sogard has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nate Eovaldi comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
17, Nathan Eovaldi.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Zunino. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. And it's quickly 0-2. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he misses there. 1-2. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Moreland over to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.